Before you guys spurg in the comments like, oh my god, of course we care about real children, of course we care. Brr, 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 brr. Hear me out. What one are you more likely to see on your feed, wherever that might be? Twitter, Blue Sky, YouTube, Instagram, whatever it might be. Out of these two, which one are you more likely to see? Oh my god, someone drew a lolly character. Fucking harass them. Or, oh my god, there's so many fucking grooming gangs in the UK. Which one are you more likely to see on your internet feed? If you said the first one, ring a ding ding, you're pretty much correct. You are more likely to see people bitch about fictional child than you are able to find about actual children getting sexually abused or groomed. Clearly, we're focusing on the wrong things here. If we're caring more about fictional child than we are a real child, clearly the focus is fucked. What about Roblox? What about the Epstein files? Yes, there are cases like that, but they're an exception, not the reality. To make it abundantly clear, there's more people pissed off at this image than there is people pissed off at grooming gangs in the UK. The only people that would actually talk about the grooming gangs in the UK are people that are political, like Reform UK and all that. You'll see this in political circles, but nobody will ever know about the grooming gangs in the UK at all. Not even a peep about it. But you'll hear a lot of shit about like lolicons and all that. Like, do you have no balls to talk about the grooming gangs in the UK? Are you that pussy whipped? But you'll complain about a fictional character. Alright, totally makes sense, guys. So let's get it straight here. For every one person talking about grooming gangs in Britain, there's like 300 people bitching about a fictional minor. Or lolly, or whatever the fuck. Let that settle in. You are more likely to hear someone bitch about lollies and whatever than you are actual children getting raped, let alone just sexually assaulted. Just let this fact sink in more and more as you go on watching YouTube or whatever about this person's a lolicon, blah 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 blah. Let that settle in that people care more if you're a lolicon than they care about actual real children getting sexually assaulted. Yeah, sure, you might have some exceptions like Roblox and Minecraft YouTubers. But even after all of that, fictional children are more important, apparently. I'm not saying stuff like lolicon is good, but I feel like we should put our focus way more into real life children than a fucking pixel on the screen. People will probably be like, you're a lolicon, how dare you have this opinion? But motherfucker, focus on real children that are actually getting sexually assaulted, god damn. I think it makes sense to focus on real children more than fictional children. I think that makes sense. It's pretty obvious that we should do that. But fact is, we don't. Again, there's only exceptions to the rule, but the rule still stays the same. For every one news report about a child sexual assault, there's over like 300 people complaining about fictional character. Heck, it doesn't even have to be child related. It can just be sexual assault related. Like in general, more people are going to bitch about a character getting sexually assaulted than they do an actual person getting sexually assaulted, and that's just fucking sad. Imagine this. You get sexually assaulted. Only like 5 people actually give a shit, not including police officers. Then you look online, and more people are bitching about fucking insert whatever anime character getting sexually assaulted. That's the kind of world we live in, and it's fucking crazy to think like, OMG, OMG, that poor fictional character. But when they see a real person get sexually assaulted, they just shrug their shoulders and walk off. That's fucking insane. A fictional character is apparently worth more than you as a human being, even though you both got sexually assaulted. That shit's just absolutely out there. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? I know what the inbred losers are about to say. You fucking chink! Fiction affects reality. Kill yourself, retard. If you really want to go down the route of fiction affecting reality, yeah, it can, but mostly doesn't in the long run. You're pretty much doing the same shit the media has done to Call of Duty around 9/11, saying, OMG, Call of Duty causes violence, yada yada yada, even though there really isn't any proof to that. You're just doing the same shit the media has done to Call of Duty, except with another coat of paint. Congratulations, you're unoriginal and a fucking hack. Let's say somebody has played Call of Duty and then clears out an airport. It's not the media's fault that that person committed that action. You cannot blame the media for the action of someone. If it did work like that, people that are developing games like GTA, Call of Duty, maybe Halo, yeah, they would already be in fucking jail by now. But they aren't, because the responsibility lies on the person committing the action, not the person that made media. May that be a video game, TV show, music, etc. To say people are so fucking stupid that they'll do anything that a video game shows is just fucking ridiculous, let alone just an image. The fact is, no matter what the media is, it cannot force you to do something. Those actions are yours and yours alone. Any mindset behind that is literally your mindset and not the creators of whatever media. Let's kick it up a notch. Somebody watches porn that has rape in it. Because, actors and stuff, it's not a real setting. Let's say someone watches that and then later commits rape. You cannot blame the media for that shit. Because the person is doing that on their own volition. The media isn't like, oh, commit rape. The media isn't fucking doing that. The entire thing lies on the person watching it and not the person that made it. Like I said, it's just a Call of Duty thing that happened years ago with a new skin. Let's be realistic when it comes to, fiction affects reality. Nah, it just really doesn't. At best, you can be like, that story's pretty interesting and made me change my mind. And that's really about it. If you commit a crime after seeing certain media, that's entirely on the person committing the crime, not the media itself. Now we can turn this kind of back to lolicons and shit. Like, yeah, we put so much focus into lolicons in any type of media, kind of like it. For the amount of time we put effort and focus onto that, we actively avoid literal children getting raped in the UK. Or anywhere else in the world. I'm just using UK as an example. We spend more time bitching about fictional setting or fictional media when we should be really focusing on what really is happening in real life. For the amount of time we focus on fictional media, we could have caught like a fuck ton of predators, a fuck ton of terrorists, etc., etc. But we focus on fictional media for blatantly no reason at all and scream and bitch about it when we should scream and bitch about, real rapists and real groomers and all that. Again, yes, there is exceptions, but we mainly focus on fictional media for what seems like no reason at all. We can't really blame fictional media for an action a person does. We can't really scream at a fictional character like, "Sub committed sexual assault," but we can scream at a real person committing sexual assault. But yeah, we live in a fucked up world. Good night.